Hello friends, in this lecture we will learn about Satavahana dynasty. The Satavahana dynasty ruled from 110 BC to 220 BC, and the founder of the Satavahana dynasty was Simuka. Uh, and the capital of Satavahana dynasty was at Junnar, Amravati, and Pat, Pathan or Pratishthan on the bank of Godavari river in Aurangabad district. The official language of Satvana dynasty was Prakrit. Uh, there are different kind of Prakrit and Maharashtri Prakrit was the official language of Satvana dynasty. The port city that was controlled by Satvana dynasty was at the west coast. They controlled Baruch or Barigaja, Supara, Kalyani, and Chaul. On the east coast, they have port city at Gandkas, Gandkasela and Ganjam. In Purans, they were mentioned as Andhra rulers, not as Satvahana rulers. And it was they mentioned as Andhra ruler based on their tribe. They were Andhra tribe, but they describe themselves as Satvahana ruler in their inscription. Initially, Satvahana leaders were vassals of the Mauryan Empire. They worked under the Mauryan kingdom. In Mauryan times, Deccan was dominated by tribal people, and Satvahana were also tribal people, but they got Brahmanized. While Orthodox Brahman of North viewed Andhra or Satvana as a mixed caste, but Satvana ruler declared themselves as the only Brahman. They performed various Vedic sacrifices, Asmed, Rajsu, and Vajpayee sacrifices to support their claim of being Brahman. And Satvana learned about the use of coin, burnt brick, ring well, and art of writing from the north region. And to change the tribal nature of Deccan and bring urbanization of north to Deccan region, they started giving land grants to Brahman and Buddhist monk. Satvahana were the first ruler to issue land grants to Brahman and Buddhist monk. The granted lands were much more like independent territory within the Satvahana kingdom. It was tax-free territory, and the Buddhist or Brahman were the were the administrator of that small territory. They can govern the rule, what kind of rule will prevail in that territory. So it was like a, a small independent territory within the Satvana kingdom. Uh, the Brahman introduced the Varna system in Deccan region, while the Buddhist monk taught tribal people to respect political authorities and social order. Buddhists get strong support from the traders community, especially Gandhika. Gandhika were the perfume traders. Uh, Here is the territorial map of Satvana kingdom. In this map, you can see the capital at Pathan Pratishthan and second capital at Amravati. The important east coast port are east coast port is Ganjam, and west coast port is at Bharuch, Supara, Kalyan, and Chaul. Satvana rulers. So there are early Satvana rulers, and they are listed as Simuka, who was the founder of Satvana dynasty, and in inscription at Kanganhali Mahastup in Karnataka region describe the reign of Simuka, and this Kanganhali Mahastup is same where the stone portrait of King Ashoka was found. Second ruler was Kanha, and he captured territory up to Nasik. So Nasik became the western territory of Satvana ruler at the time of King Kanha. And the mention of capturing Nasik region by King Kanha is described in Pandavleni cave inscription at Nasik. Satkarni I, he captured Malwa and Vidarbh region, and he patronized Brahman. Hathi Gumfa inscription describes that Satkarni I sent an army against King Kharvela of Mahameg- Mahamegwana dynasty. Naneghat inscription of Maharashtra. It was issued by Naganika, widow of Satkarni I, and this inscription describes Satkarni I as Dachinpath Pati, Lord of Dachinpath, who performed Asmed and Rajsu Yag, and Naneghat inscription also describes Simka as the first Satvahana ruler. Satkarni II, he captured eastern Malwa region from Sunga and got access to Sanchi Stup because Sanchi was in the Malwa region. So when he captured Malwa from Sunga, he got access to Sanchi, and he added southern Toran or gateway to Sanchi Stupa. Hala. He was the 17th ruler and probably he was vassal of Uh, Saka ruler. And he wrote a book, famous book, Gatha Satsai, in Prakrit language, in Maharashtri Prakrit language, and in Sanskrit it is known as Gatha Sapsati. Later Satvana ruler, the most important ruler is Gautamiputra Satkarni. He called himself as only Brahman. He defeated the western Satrap ruler Nahapan to recapture the Satvahana territory and Kathiawar region. He reconstructed coin issued by Nahapan with his name. Um, he uh, he deleted the name of ruler Nahapan from coin and he wrote his name on the coin issued by Nahapan. Nasik Prasasti uh, in cave number 3 of Pandavleni cave was inscripted on the instruction of Gautami Balasri, mother of Gautamiputra Satkarni. The Nasik Prasasti was inscribed after the death of Gautamiputra Satkarni. It describes how Gautamiputra Satkarni defeated various kings including Nahapan, and it also describes the territorial extent of Satvana kingdom at the time of Gautamiputra Satkarni as the the north and south extent as Malwa to Karnataka and the east to west extent as Kathiawar to Kalinga region. The Gautamiputra Satkarni was followed by Vasishtputra Pulmai. He was son of Gautamiputra Satkarni. He ruled from the capital at Pathan or Pratishthan, and uh, this was described by Ptolemy, a Greek writer. And if you see the naming Gautamiputra Satkarni and Vasishtputra Satkarni, so they use their mother name. So they named after their mother. So it shows there was respect for mother or woman. Mm. But ruling was done by son. When a king dies, his son succeed, not his daughter. But the son used to take the name of the son used to be named based on his mother name. After Vasishtputra Pulmai, next ruler was Vasishtputra Satkarni. He was brother of Vasishtputra Pulwami. He married to the daughter of Rudradaman I. Rudradaman I was Saka ruler who defeated Satvana twice. And Kanheri cave inscription describe the marriage of Vasishtputra Satkarni with the daughter of Rudradaman I. Vasishtput Satkarni was followed by Yajnasri Satkarni, and he was brother of Vasishtputra Satkarni or Vasishtput Pulwami, and he was the last great Satvana ruler. and he reclaimed Malwa and Konkan region from Sakas. And he had great interest in sea trade, so issued coin with the image of ship. Uh, he he issued many inscription, and we found his inscription at Nasik Cave, Kanheri Cave, and at Guntur. Pulwami IV was the last Satavahana ruler, and after that, Satavahana rule came to an end around 225 AD. The administration of Satavahana ruler. The Rajan or king was upholder of Dharma, and she used to govern a big territory. The Satavahana territory, which was ruled by Rajan, is divided in two different territory. One is feudatory territory and other is core territory. Feudatory territory is something which was controlled by vassal or local rulers, and core territory is which is directly governed by Satavahana ruler and their appointed administrator. In feudatory territory, we find five type of feudatory. First one is vassal king or raja, a small king uh, ruling under Satavahana king, and these kings were allowed to issue coin in their name. And second was Maharathis, and these Maharathis were allowed to grant village in their name, but they were not allowed to issue coin in their name. Then third is Mahabhojas, after that Mahasenapati, and then fifth is Mahathalwara. The the power uh, the power is in decreasing order. The Raja has high power than Maharathis has high power than Mahabhojas, and Mahasenapati has higher authority than Mahatalwara. Regarding core territory, it was directly ruled by Rajan through his administrator. Um, the core territory was divided into province. Province were known as Rashtra, and it was under the control of Maharashtrika. Maharashtrika was generally prince or Maharashtrika were generally uh, prince or senapati, and within Maharashtra there was district and rural area. Uh, the district were known as Ahar, and it was under control of Amatya and Mahamantra. And rural area or Gram were under control of Golmika. Golmika were head of military regiment. Satavahana ruled a territory dominated by tribal people, so they maintained a strong military control by appointing military officers for administration, like Golmika for rural areas. Satavahana inscription describes two military camps, Kataka and Iskand, two majorly two type of military camps. One is Kataka and second one is Iskandhavra. And these two military camps were used for administration. And coercion played a key role in the Satavahana administration because they ruled a tribal territory, so they need a strong control on the tribal people. But for the district, they continued the same administration as Ashoka. They appointed Amat and Mahamantras. But for rural area and for many other region, they use the military officers as administrator. The Roman commander Pliny describes the army of Satavahana kingdom in his writings. The economy of Satavahana kingdom. In agriculture, they used to produce rice and cotton. Andhra or Satavahana was famous for cotton produce. And we found epigraphic reference to artisans and guilds. In the Karimnagar district, we found blacksmith shop, and Satwana used to extract iron ore from Karimnagar region. They also used to extract gold from Kolar gold field, but they did not issue gold coin. They used gold as bullion. Uh, they issued uh, mo- lead coin, mostly lead coin. Then potin. Potin is alloy of copper, tin, and lead. Then copper and bronze coins. Later, Satavahana rulers issued bilingual coins, two language on one coin. Uh, One is Maharashtrian Prakrit on one side and Dravidian language on other side. The Dravidian language was close to the Tamil language. Satavahana was considered as the first Indian ruler to issue coins with the king's image. Important trade center at the time of Satavahana period was Pratishthan or Pathan and Tagara, and these two important trade center were mentioned in Periplus of Erythraean Sea. Other important centers were Kondapur, Banwasi, and Madhavpur. And Naneghat was an important pass that linked the Satavahana capital Pratishthan to the Arabian Sea. Satavahana dominated the Indian trade with the Roman Empire at that time. Regarding Satavahana art, a lot of Buddhist Chet and Vihar developed under the rule of Satavahana kingdom in the Maharashtra region. And these are rock cut architecture. Uh, the most important one is Ajanta cave painting. We find a lot of painting in Ajanta cave, and it was drawn at the time of Satvana time period. And during the Satvana time, Nagarjun Konda and Amravati rise as important art center. And Amravati School of Art developed during Satvana time. And the completion of Nagarjun Konda Stup uh, was done in this time. And the Nagarjun Konda Stup was started by Asoka, but the completion was done during the Satvana time. Literatures of Satavahana time was Gatha Satyasai in Prakrit language by King Hala. It is also known as Gatha Saptsati. Brahat Katha in Paisachi language written by Gundaya. The book did not survive today, and it is a great loss to Indian literature, but we find it's mentioned by great Sanskrit scholars like Dandin, Subandhu and Banbhatt. Regarding Sanskrit language, we find Sanskrit inscription at Phanigiri, Phanigiri inscription at Telangana, and it is the earliest Sanskrit inscription in South India by King Sivasri Satkarni. Sivasri Satkarni was 25th ruler of Satavahana dynasty and son of Vasishthaputra Pulumai. Chebrelu inscription in Andhra Pradesh by King Vijaya in 207 AD, and it is related to Saptamatrik cult. The Saptamatrik cult is worship of seven Hindu female deities. The decline of ruler, Satvana kingdom or Satvana dynasty. So after the decline of Satvana dynasty, five different kingdom emerged. One is Abhira in Maharashtra, second Chuttu is in Karnataka, then Vakatak in MP, Ichwaku in Andhra, and Pallav in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu region. And Chuttu were followed by Kadamba in Karnataka region. So in In the right hand side, you can see the map of the post Satvana age. You can see the Gujarat region was controlled by Saka, Western Satrap ruler. MP was under control of Wakatak. Maharashtra under control of Abhira. Andhra Pradesh under control of Ichwaku. And Karnataka under Chuttu. And Pallava used to control Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu region. regarding post-Satavahana kingdom. Ichwaku dynasty. Ichwaku dynasty ruled from 225 AD to 340 AD. They succeeded Satavahana dynasty and ruled eastern Krishna Valley with capital at Vijaypuri, also known as Nagarjun Konda. Modern name is Nagarjun Konda. In Puran, they were mentioned as Andhra, Andh Bhartis or Andhra servants or servants of Satvana. And they also mention as Sri Parvatiyas or forester who used to live in forest. So in Puran they were mentioned as Andh Bhartis and Sri Parvatiyas. The founder of Ichwaku dynasty was Vasishthaputra Chamtamula. We found this description from Rentala and Kesanpalli inscription. The language used by Ichwaku dynasty was Sanskrit and Prakrit, and they used to follow Saivism and Vedic. They used to perform lot of Vedic rituals, Asmed Yag, Rajsu Yag, and other Yag. But Buddhism also flourished during their reign. The queen used to give a lot of donation to Buddhist monk. Nagarjun Konda prospered a lot during the Ichwaku dynasty. Many Buddhist monasteries and Brahmanical brick temple were built in Nagarjun Konda region. Nagarjun Konda inscription in Sanskrit language written in Prakrit script was issued by King Evala Chantamula in 4th century AD. By the mid 4th century, Ichwaku became vassal of Pallav. Abhira dynasty they succeeded Satvana ruler in Maharashtra region and they ruled from 203 AD to 370 AD. They initially worked under the army of Indo-Scythians, and after the decline of Satvana, they stabilized their rule in the Maharashtra region, also known as Gauli Rajas or cow herders, a king who used to herd cow. In Gunda inscription, Abhira Rudrapati was mentioned as Senapati of Saka ruler Rudrasimha. Allahabad pillar inscription describes Abhira used to pay annual tribute to Samudragupta of Gupta Empire. The Abhira dynasty came to an end after the attack of Kadamba ruler Mayur Sarma. Next is Chuttu dynasty. Uh, they succeeded Satvana dynasty in Karnataka region and they ruled from 125 AD to 345 AD. Initially subordinate to the Satvana ruler, with the decline of Satvana dynasty, they become independent and rule from the capital at Banwasi in northern Karnataka region. And in the post-Satvana kingdom, I covered Ichwaku dynasty, Abhira dynasty, and Chuttu dynasty. The left one is Vakatak dynasty and Pallav dynasty. The Pallav rose after 600 AD under the rule of Mahendravarman I. So we will read about Pallav dynasty in later Gupta lecture. And regarding Vakatak dynasty, they start dominating during the Gupta time period. So we will also learn about Vakatak dynasty in next lecture. So I will end my lecture here. Thank you.